Good afternoon. I'm Drew Holley with BIS. This is America's most boring podcast. We're going to be talking about employee benefit plan strategies. So at its core, an employer is going to offer health insurance to attract and retain talent. Most businesses would love to offer the best medical plan, $0 deductible, pay 100% for the family. Unfortunately, the reality of running a business, if say you're a restaurant, there's just not much margins for them to do that unless they want to charge you $50 for a plate of spaghetti. A business has to understand what business are they in: manufacturing, construction, commercial, advertising, white collar, blue collar, and benefit plan strategies. You first need to understand, in general, what are other small businesses paying for health insurance, but even more specific is, what are the employees paying? Because at the end of the day, when an employee gets an offer letter, of course, they're going to look at the culture, the opportunity, the salary, the job in itself, but they're going to look at the benefit plan. And the first thing they look at is how much comes out of their paycheck. And so when we're talking employee benefit strategies, you should be working with a broker that gives you benchmarking data. Now, the data is not perfect because if you Google what small businesses pay for health insurance and what employees, they're not publicly traded companies. So we know what Delta, Coca-Cola, Home Depot pay because they're publicly traded. But if you're a small business listening to this podcast, that's not public data. So lots of agencies are part of associations, groups. BIS is part of the United Benefit Advisors, where we essentially aggregate our clients' data without revealing names with a lot of agencies, hundreds across the country, and we can give you information like, what is the average copay? What is the average deductible? More importantly, what does the company average contribute? And what does the average employee pay for their health insurance? And that becomes your benchmark. And so if you're an employer and you have employees complaining about their health insurance, they're saying too expensive, yes, a good broker is going to want to look at, well, what carrier you're with, what product are you with, what deductible, but also, and this is the tougher conversation for employers or HR managers, what are you contributing? Because sometimes the simple solutions for affordable and making a strategy is you updating your employer contribution to wake up to reality. What an employer contributed 18 years ago is much higher now. So we often tell employers that call us that do not offer benefit plans and they want to quote, and we will say, why would you want to do that? It's very expensive. And they should be saying, well, I can't attract employees, the best talent, without getting a plan. And we'll say, okay, that's the magic answer. You need to be considering to contributing $600 a month per employee at a minimum in order to keep up with what your competition is doing. Employees do not expect $0 deductible or $500 deductible plans. So a very simple strategy is offer multiple plans. Give them a bucket of money and let them pick. So a single male is going to have different needs than a working parent with young kids or an empty nester. So having a fixed dollar contribution and allowing your employees to pick, hey, is $1,000 deductible better for me? Is it $3,000? Is it $5,000? So those are just a very simple, basic, any good comprehensive benefit advisor should be giving you that advice. There are so many people that are working with brokers that don't get this type of advice. And I equate our industry almost equivalent to financial advisors. Is your financial advisors giving you tax strategies? Are they returning phone calls? Are they giving you the latest thing to get a better return? Benefit plans are no different. There are other strategies like HRA, HSAs, but today I just kind of went with some what we see very common mistakes that employers as high as 80, 90 employees, they have one health insurance plan and they may have literally hundreds of people with different healthcare needs. And so a good benefit plan strategy is really to think about the plans that you offer, what your contribution, ultimately how the employees receive it, what comes out of their paycheck. And if you'd like to dive in deeper, BIS would love to help you with that. Feel free to visit our website and reach out to one of our producers. Thank you.